Yo, what is up, guys? It's Paige here. So today I'm making a video on 5 tight end targets that the Redskins could target in the draft or in a trade involving Trent Williams. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get into it. As we all know, tight end is probably the weakest position that we have. All we have is Jeremy Sprinkle, Logan Thomas, Hale Henches, and Richard Rodgers, all backup at best tight ends. So we have a rookie or now a sophomore quarterback that we need to help develop, and we need to give him weapons. So here are 5 weapons that I found that I think that would be great for Dwayne Haskins' development. So number one is Adam Troutman. He is 6'5", 255 pounds, had about 70 catches last year, 14 touchdowns, and 916 yards. So very good, very, very, very productive year. Only problem is he did play at Dayton, which is a very small school, and his competition was not very good. So we don't know if he's a product of playing against bad competition or if he's just very good. I think it's the latter. He's very good, and he has very, very good hands. Often makes some one-handed catches. Also very big and physical. So I do love his game, and I think that we could probably get him in the early to mid third round, because of that reason that he's played at a lower competition school, and we could possibly honestly trade back from that 66th overall spot, get a mid round third round pick like 75 or 80, like something like that, and then we get another fourth round on top of that, and we can still take Adam Troutman at that point. I would love that. I think Adam Troutman is a very good option for us to go after. So next is um Cole Kmet. So Cole Kmet, sorry about that. Cole Kmet is a tight end out of Notre Dame, 6'6", 262 pounds, and he last year at Notre Dame had 43 catches, 515 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He's ranked as the best tight end coming out uh, in in this year's draft. I think he's really good. I do not think it would be worth it to take him in the second round. Let's say we get a second round for Trent Williams. I don't think it would be worth it. So I think this is an option. If he falls to us in the third round, then I do think it would be a great option. But if not, I think we should go after someone like Adam Troutman. But Cole Kmet, like I said, big guy and also isn't too slow. Still relatively young, is a junior, so not bad. Next option is, so I don't have him up on the screen, but Hunter Bryant out of Washington. He had 52 catches last year, 825 yards. I'll get him up right here, and 3 touchdowns. So um, Hunter Bryant is a very good prospect, and he had a good quarterback throwing to him last year, but I think that he's a very good player. And like I said, the only problem with him, or I didn't say this, but only problem with him is he is pretty small. Like his weight is fine, but 6'2" is pretty small for a tight end, short for a tight end. So I think that that could be an issue to make contested catches, but he is still pretty big weight wise. I do think it won't be too much of a problem. Has a bit of an injury history, but not too much. There's a lot of comparisons uh, to Jordan Reed in his game, not for the injuries, but just in general. A very good route runner, and I think he's also kind of like Cole Kmet. Might not be able to get him in the or in the third round, but if he drops, I do think it's a very good option. Other options for tight end in the draft, I'm not going to go into too much detail before I go into the actual trade options, but you got Albert O from Missouri, ran a 4.49 40, the fastest 40-yard dash time. He just has some maturity issues. Then you got Bryson Hopkins, and you got a few others, but these three right here are my favorite. Oh, you also got Thaddeus Moss, who's probably going to slide in the draft because he had a foot fracture. So he's a guy to keep a lookout, an eye on to draft. I think he would be a good option, but not in the third round. Most likely in the fourth round. So now going on to NFL players that we could trade for with Trent Williams. So I think OJ Howard would be a great option. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers still need a left tackle, and I think OJ Howard would be a great option. So last year, or they need a left tackle. So if we give them Trent Williams, I think getting OJ Howard back and maybe a fourth round pick would be a great option. Played 14 games last year, had about 460 yards, a touchdown. Year before that, had his best year, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. Still very young, only 25 years old, and still can develop. Played at Alabama, so has a lot of players on the team that were from Alabama, so good chemistry player. And I think he has a very, very, very high ceiling. And I think with our coaching staff, I think he would strive in Scott Turner's system, and we can get him. We can get him with a Trent Williams trade, and maybe get another additional pick back. I think this would be a great option because he is a little older than Dwayne, but they're similar in age, so they can develop together. So yeah, my next guy is David Njoku from the Browns. So last year he had a bit of an off year. He had about only had 40 yards, but that was due to injury. He had a wrist injury and a concussion, so not really a problem of him being injury prone. The reason also why in 4 games he only had 40 yards is because he and Freddie Kitchens did not see eye to eye. They had a bunch of flare ups. They did not like each other. And I mean, you can't really blame him. Freddie Kitchens was one of the worst coaches last year in the NFL, only lasted a season with Cleveland. So I think it's not really a problem with David Njoku. But in 2018, at 22 years of age, played in 16 games and had 640 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the year before that, he also played 16 games. So I wouldn't really take into account this year's injury uh, for in general. I think he's relatively healthy, and I think he's one of the better options on the market. And the Browns do need a left tackle desperately. They have Jack Conklin on the right side, but they have been interested for since the trade deadline, and before that they've been interested in Trent Williams. So if we can get kind of same package as OJ Howard from the Bucks, maybe David Njoku and a fourth or something like that along those lines, I think it would be great because it would give us a draft pick to spend on another guy, whether it be offensive line, tackle, wide receiver, whatever, and it would fill our tight end hole, and these guys could start right away and contribute and help the team. So those are the 5 guys that I probably the best options and most realistic. Let me know what you guys think about those guys. A few other options for us at tight end in who are in the NFL right now is Hunter Henry. I would love Hunter Henry. He played last year with the Chargers. He's on the franchise tag, but probably out of any of these guys, or at least these OJ Howard and David Njoku, Hunter Henry has the highest ceiling in my opinion, and he's on a franchise tag. So if we did trade for him, I think it would probably be straight up, or maybe they would throw in a fifth round pick, but we'd also have to extend Hunter Henry, which I think would be reasonable. Give him around $10 million a year. And yeah, we just really need to get this tight end situation figured out. We cannot go into the season with Jeremy Sprinkle or any of those other tight ends on our team as our starting tight ends, because Dwayne really needs a weapon, and I think another weapon at tight end. And if you give him the more weapons you give him, the more comfortable he's going to feel, and the more he's going to strive in the offense, because you got to remember he's learning a whole new offense this off season, and especially with the coronavirus, uh, there's going to be a condensed off season, so probably no mini camp, no OTAs, so less face to face time with the coaches. So yeah, let me know, guys, think which option out of those 5 you like the best, and also let me know some names that I didn't mention that you would like us to go after. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please smash the like button. And yeah, in the comment section below, name the tight ends that you'd like us to go after, and also give me some video suggestions. I'm probably going to make a video on why the Redskins should draft Chase Young and not trade back. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. and peace.